Welcome everyone to the meme museum of Settlers of Kalguur League. This league has been pretty fun and there is some cool items here. So let's jump straight into it. We are, as always, we're starting with some honorable mentions and then the main attractions and then the bonus meme tab. So let's start with this. This was the first item in the meme museum, actually. Zero roll adorn. Adorned has been reworked, or nerfed, I should say, from 50 to 150% to 0 to 100%, and this one rolled 0. And then after that, we go up the ladder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All the way. This is every single roll of the adorned. Up until 69. That's where it ends. That's okay. Anyway, this is just a 6-link bricked, not even 6 off color, but it's fine. It's an Impulsa. Used to be an Impulsa, but it bricked, dropped like this. Put it here. It should probably not be here because we have something much cooler later. Moving on. Eyes of the Great Wolf. I actually wanted to fix this, but there was no time, so I'm gonna fix it now. We could make this into a triple curse amulet. This is an Eye of the Great Wolf that got corrupted upon drop, but only replaced one of the implicits with a corruption implicit. It rolled a curse, and then it gets doubled by the Eyes of the Great Wolf explicits. So now it's double curse. And if we anoint this with Whispers of Doom, which is triple gold, you can apply an additional curse. It's done. 3 extra curse amulet. That might even make the main tab actually, but we'll put it here. Okay, next up we have a rarity amulet. I don't know, it's just a double rarity, double T1 rarity that rolled good on the mist, but not for the person who was making it. Was trying to make an ES rarity amulet. We have a Worm's Mold, which is a 700/700 divine. This is a giant divine range. This is 500 times 500. So, and also eye level 69. Yes. And then the quality gets it up to 777 on both of the rolls, and then 2222 on the leech, because that's just how the leech works. Speaking of 777, here's another 777, Empire's Grasp. It's a perfect roll, 400 to 600 armor. 600 armor actually turns it into 777 armor. It's just the Sacred Orb happens to be 177 base, I guess. And then plus 600, that's why there is no increase. Okay, we figured it out. Then we have a Fishing Rod, Fishing Line Strength, Throw Off, Feather, Lure, Azomite, Shell Hook, some cool rolls. But it also has an enchant, increased quantity of gold dropped by slain enemies. I don't know what this is. I'm guessing that comes from the King's March enchants, and someone just enchanted their fishing rod. Anyway, we have a
crazy Imperium style stuff as we describe it.
Not quite. This is just a crafted ring. We saw crazier crafted rings in the past, especially in the first Recombinator League in Sentinel. So just put it here. This is a logbook that contains a Vol side area. I think we had this last time. If we did, we can just edit this out. I can't open it. Wait, I can. Can I? Okay, does it actually have a Vol side area? Wait.
Hello again, local.
No, it does not look like it. It's lying. Wait. In the middle? It does! Wait, they fixed it. We've had one of these in past meme museums, and I think you just couldn't open it. It was like bugged. Okay, wait, can I go in? Okay, no, this exists. This side area exists. There's mobs in here and everything. I mean, I can't kill anything, but there's the boss. Okay, cool. It's working as intended. Next up, we have a Bramble Jack. Should probably link this to Safarian. It's his favorite chest. This used to be a... What is this? A Cloak of Defiance? That bricked into a Bramble Jack, which is supposed to be a unique chest. Alright, Let's move on to the good stuff. First one, a ring with 4 mods. A mirrored ring with 4 mods. I say 4 mods because I have information that you don't have yet. Watch this. It has 18% reduced rarity and 18% increased rarity. Suffix, prefix, they cancel each other out. The result is 0 rarity. So it looks like a 2 mod item. Alright, speaking of some missing mods, All Nettles Vow. This amulet rolls with 4 resists, -30 to +30, a 60 roll range, 61, on every res, on every elemental res, and those all rolled 0. So we can only see the chaos res. Next ring. This is just a bad ring. It's 4 negative. Minus life, reduced mana, you lose life and more fist damage against you. Not missing any mod. Okay, this is not that bad. However, this ring, look at this ring. -100 int, more cold damage against you, minus life, minus mana, reduced mana regen, reduced life regen. And then you put on Kalandra's Touch and you have possibly the worst rings that you could put on. It just makes your character worse. Except it has some chaos res. Yeah, that's pretty good. But let's say you're CI. I don't know. That's just a bad ring. Alright, moving on. Watcher's Eye. Cold damage and lightning damage taken as fire while affected by priority of fire. Fire and cold damage taken as lightning while affected by priority of lightning. And fire and lightning damage taken as cold while affected by purity of ice. So if you put all those 3 auras up, all of your damage is taken as something else. I don't know what happens. I don't know if that's good or bad. I have no idea. I'm too stupid to understand if this is good or bad. Maybe POB knows. Needs testing. Next. Nightmare Bassinet. So that base, the 80% reservation multiplier, can only happen if you vol a vol mask from the ultimatum encounter. And it turns into another item. But, yeah, called Glimpse of Chaos. But that item has to be identified for that to happen. So, I don't know how this item got generated. This should not exist. Unless there is a way for those items to drop corrupted from some other source. Corrupt items can drop unidentified, yes, that is correct. But this result, the 80%, because the regular vol outcome is 90%. 80% can only be made with the Glimpse of Chaos voling. Isn't there a vol vessel mod that drops Trial Master loot? If there is, then that's it. Because there's like no other way. It's not just a 90%, it's an 80% helmet, so. But that's cool, someone got this and didn't identify it, so that's really cool. Alright, moving on to a shiny Tower of Ordeals. This has to be like Giga Rare. I think this comes from a Valdo map or a key. It's just the Tower of Ordeals. It's shiny. It's runnable, but we're not gonna run it, of course. No reward. We have no idea what it rewards. It doesn't have a reward. Like, you don't know. We don't know. It's just shiny. Okay, what is this wand? Okay, this wand has no sockets, guys. So how do you make this? I think you tempering orb the weapon until it gets -3 sockets. And then you remove enchant with the crafting bench, right? And the item remains with 0 sockets, I think. Okay, so apparently this is just a Trial Master fight. Okay, I was wrong, that mod doesn't exist. Okay, we're back to this. Do we know how this was made then? Okay, I'll try using a Jeweler's Orb on this. Item has no sockets. I know, that's why I want to reforge the number of sockets. I can't. Okay, that's more cursed than I thought then. Can I force it with a bench? Yes. Okay. The bench trumps all. Okay. Okay, can we remake it? Hang on. It's tempering. -3 socket is only on 6 socket items. Has 1 white socket. So if I remove enchantment, it doesn't remove the white socket. Well, I don't know if we got closer to the truth, but we did something. What are these maps? This is a foil goldworm with 100% increased character size being the only mod. So the less mods these maps have, the rarer they are. So even though goldworm is kind of a common item, that's a really rare map. And then we have a Progenesis, which is a really rare item, and it has 0 mods. So this map is incredibly rare. 0 mod Progenesis Vado map. Let's move on to the corner here. We have some amulets. We have some really bad amulets. Minus crit multi, minus life, plus lightning res. As you can see, the other side of this is a very strong amulet for a Doriani build. Life-based, crit-based Doriana build. Next. Ooh, next is the minus mana version of the Mana Guardian amulet that we crafted. Minus 200 int, minus 330 mana, and 44% reduced mana. If I put this on, how much mana do I have? 1.2k? It just bricks the build. 369. Jesus. That bricks. Okay. Next is minus 150 attributes, 250 strength, increased evasion. Just bad stats. Oh, here we go. -4 all skills, -4 chaos skills, and -4 minimum endurance charge. Depression amulet. Just -4. Kill me, dude. Okay, next. Another -4, but also -173 crit multi. -8 fizz. Okay. And finally, -4 all, -580 life. Oh, and a reduced brand attachment range. 114% reduced brand attachment range. Let me show you guys something. So I'm putting on this amulet, -114% brand attachment range. And then I will try to attach a brand to a zombie. And in fact, the brands do not attach. They have 0 brand attachment range, so they cannot attach to an enemy. They just stay there. It's a full break. That is a brand risk. Exactly. That is very well said. Okay. Why does my helm have tentacles coming out of it? Anyway, that's the amulets. Let's check out the ring. Oh yeah. -200 strength, -200 int, -54 attributes. So this is -250 int and strength. Weak and stupid, if you put this on. And of course, suffixes cannot be changed. And multimod. Alright, let's check out the amulets. The unique amulets. These utmosts are the closest we got this league to the 0 stat utmost. It's quite the raw ranges. It's much easier than a Venter, but of course it's much rarer than a Venter. More like the worst. Yeah, look, 2 spell suppress. We were 2 spell suppress away from a perfect 0 stat utmost. So, close but not quite. Speaking of Venters, this is as close as we got to the 1 stat. We were a single RME roll away from a 1-stat Venter in this league. We got so close. Venter, 0-stat and 1-stat Venter actually became even harder to get this league because they made it, instead of Quant, they made it RME, and the RME has higher roll range than the Quant, so it's now even harder. Catalyze it? It's just gonna go even more negative. If you catalyze anything that's negative, it's gonna go more negative. If it's positive, it's gonna go more positive. So, we can't just catalyze it. Next item, Vol Mask. This is a Glimpse of Chaos that drops from the Trial Master. And then it bricked into nearby enemies are crushed 7 link. Socketed supported by Immolate, Conk Effect, Minimum Life. It's just a cool 7 link brick. And in the middle here, we have the 2 shiny 0-stat adorned. I think these were still, or one of them, I think this was the second item in the meme museum this league. Like, first couple of days, someone found the 0-stat and then a shiny 0-stat. It's basically a shiny brick. You can put this in a jewel socket and it does nothing. But it's shiny. Alright, here in the corner we have a Liar. Has 2 white sockets. Doesn't have 2 white sockets. It's just lying. And then here, next to him, we have another Liar. Has 1 abyssal socket. Doesn't have 1 abyssal socket. It's just straight up lying. It's the Liar corner. Okay. Then here we have a Tincture, which rolled reduced effect. And if I press Alt, it actually has another mod. Gain 1 mana on hit with melee weapons. But because it has reduced effect, it's reducing the 1 to 0.75. And because Path of Exile rounds down, that becomes 0. So it just kills the other mod. It has 0 mana on hit. Because fuck you. PoE rounds down. Most of the time. Alright. And before I show the last item, I think we'll move on to the next tab. And this tab is from a group that's been MFing this league. And they completed this set. A lot of you might recognize these items. These are all T0s, but they are all bricked. So unidentified, it dropped like this. They noticed that it's on the ground. And it's every T0 that can drop as bricked in the game. So Fishing Rod, Lionized Glare, Rakiata's Dance, Maroi Urqui, Voltex Crypt, Varanastra, Bino's Kitchen Knife. What is this one? Divinarius, yes. Soul Taker, Squire, Bloodseeker, Essentia Sanguis, Defiance of Destiny, Headhunter, and Mageblood. There's one more T0. It's the Ring of Kalandra. But this one is mirrored, so it cannot drop as bricked. It can drop as corrupted, but it cannot brick into a rare. That would be a really cool item, because the base for this ring is just ring. It's not like, you know, like a topaz ring or whatever, it's just ring. So that would look really cursed. Maybe one day mirrored items can brick somehow. Who knows? And now, I'm gonna make my way to King's March. The final item is a Soul Taker that someone crafted. You know how disenchanting items yields dust, and the rarer the item, the more dust it gives. So Soul Taker is a T0 item. Quality increases the dust, so this is 30 quality. Influences increase the dust, so this is double influenced. And corrupted implicits increase the dust, which this is double corrupted with double corrupted implicits. So it disenchants to 4,376,525 dust. That is, I think, the most dust you can get from an item, unless different corrupted implicits yield more or different types of influences yield more, but I have not seen anything higher than this. So yeah, it's about twice a mage blood. I don't have enough gold in my town to disenchant it. Thankfully, I don't want to disenchant this. This is going back in here forever. So that was the meme museum for Settlers of Kalguur League. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Press the YouTube buttons, all that stuff. Thanks for watching the highlights this league. It's been a good league, I think. Hopefully the next one will also be a good one. And of course, Path of Exile 2 is coming. Maybe before PoE 2 actually comes out. Not early access, but actual PoE 2. I have just this idea of possibly doing like a standard meme museum of all the best of the best from each league. And do that on standard. Twitch released kind of like the YouTube play buttons. Kind of like those things, but for viewer hours. And so they made a statue for 5 million viewer hours, 50 million, and 500 million. I don't know what the biggest one is, maybe 250 million. So I qualified for the 5 million one. In fact, I think at this point I'm over 10. So I'm like already 20% of the way to the next one, but they started rolling them out slowly. And this was months ago. And they said that they would ship it within 2 to 8 weeks. So that was the window that they gave, right? 2 to 8 weeks. I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'll be here in Hungary for 6, 7, 8 weeks. And so when 5, 6 weeks passed, we started to worry because we want to travel to Sweden to do some stuff. I tried to reach out to my partner contact to maybe have it reshipped to Sweden instead, because I got no notification for 7 weeks, no word, no nothing. And then finally, 7.5 weeks in, I get a package. And then the same day, I get an email from my partner contact saying, okay, it's definitely not gonna arrive within a week, so I made them stop it and let's ship it to Sweden. And I answered to the email, well, the package arrived this morning, so I don't know why you're saying it's not gonna arrive this week. but it's fine, it's here, it's finally here. So let's open it. It's like a Twitch logo, purple thing. Oh, it looks sick. It looks like this. Congratulations on 5 million hours watched. Bleed Purple represents passion, dedication, and community. Today we celebrate the passion and dedication you've put into reaching this moment, as well as the passion and dedication and occasional trolling of the community you've built along the way. God, that's you guys. Occasional trolling? Okay. 5 million hours watched is quite simply a ridiculously massive achievement. Thank you for showing us what it means to truly bleed purple. Well played, your friends at Twitch. God, occasional trolling, huh? There it is. Oh my god, it's actually so big. It's super heavy. It's like solid. This is like at least 1 kilogram, maybe 2, 1.5. It says Empyrean Gaming 5 million hours watched Twitch. Nice. Okay. Well, guys, thank you for watching. Let's get the next one, okay?